What's up, Blue Roof Nation? It's your boy Jonathan, and today I wanted to talk about a Hulu original called 11/22/63. It's based off of a novel by Stephen King that I have not yet read. I will read it, trust me, believe me, I'll read it. But the show was great. It was a miniseries, and it was all about this guy who found a way to travel back in the past, and he decides that what he's going to do is stop JFK from getting assassinated. Problem is, he has to stay in the past until that happens, which is a couple years in the future. Because every time he comes back into the present and he goes back, it goes back to that original time he went back. And so this is what he's going to do. He's determined. And it's basically, the show is, him attempting to do that and the obstacles he has to overcome. Much more altruistic than I would be. I would do like the first guy did. The first dude who had the door opened a bakery, and he went back in the past, bought meat for dirt cheap, and then sold them in the present for today's prices. That was genius. Why not do that? But no, James Franco wanted to be a hero. But it's a fun science fiction show, and just between us, there's an extra on it. Blows every other extra in the history of film and television out the water. This extra is by far the most talented, sophisticated extra I've personally ever seen on a show ever in my life. Not even joking with you. This extra was killer. He's only in the first episode, only in one scene. You can see his face kind of blurry in the background in one shot, and the camera pans across his back in another. But in those two quasi-blurry scenes, stole the whole show. James Franco, who? That blurry guy with the back? That's the star. Telling you. But anyways, enough about me and my brush with stardom. What's up, Blue Roof Nation? It's your boy Jonathan, and I'm here today to talk to you about something amazing. Alright, so I don't know how many of you out there have a Hulu Plus subscription. If you don't, go to huluplus.com/TSD, because why not support Tell 'em Steve Dave? One of the, if not the greatest podcast out there. If you don't know who they are, maybe you know Impractical Jokers, Q, or Comic Book Man, Walton Bride. It's their podcast. You should go check it out. I'll put a link in the descriptions. But yeah. What was I talking? Oh, Hulu Plus. If you guys have Hulu Plus, and you're fans of James Franco, you guys should check out his new show, 11/22/63, based off the Stephen King novel of the same name. You should really check out the pilot episode that came out this past Monday, because it was awesome. And around the 59-minute mark, I was in it. What? I was in it. Alright. So, I signed on for all these like extra casting things, whatnot, a while back, and I got a call if I wanted to be on a Hulu original show, like a miniseries. And I was like, yeah. And they came out. They fitted me for a suit. I think it's the first time in my life I wore a suit. So hey, yo, what's up? Ain't gonna happen again, but hey. And I went there, and then I got paid for dressing up. How cool is that? And then they wanted me to come out, and they asked me to be a Secret Service agent. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'll protect the president. That sounds cool. And so basically, while JFK was giving his speech, I was just patrolling the perimeter. Now, that part right there, when you actually see the episode, I'm just out of frame. I was like, oh man. But and then they called up and then they had us like filling out the back audience. The way they shot it, like when you watch the episode, the whole place looks packed. The way they shot it is they had like maybe 100 people, and they just kept moving us, and somehow they filled it in so that the same 100 people fit out the entire audience. It was so cool. I have no idea how they did that. I need to figure that out. But yeah, so I did that. So I'm pretty sure like you Uber zoom in, I'm throughout the audience places. But before they went into the stands, because they said the same thing for the stands, they were like, all the Secret Service agents come to the front. All right, everybody, you're all going outside to patrol with JFK, except for you two. I was one of the two. You guys stay here. And what did we do? We filled out the audience in the stands. So I spent like 3 hours sitting in the stands while the other Secret Service agents out there were protecting JFK. Bastards. Anyway. So I was kind of like, man, if that one thing doesn't make it in, I'm out. That's it. But then we had lunch, and after lunch, they were like, a bunch of people go up to the front. I was like, yeah. So I went to the front, and they stopped the person right in front of me and said, oh, the rest of you go back downstairs. We don't need you. And I was like, man. All right. So we start walking downstairs, and I see a group of other people walking up the other way. And I'm just like, fuck it. And I run up the other way. And the director looks back, and he goes, we don't need any of those people. And I was like, damn. And he goes, well, those two, the young ones, they can come. And I was like, me? Me right here? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, all right. So I go. And I'm just handing out flyers and stuff, right? And so, whatever. Well, on the episode, when James Franco walks into the convention center, I am the blurry-ass dude in the corner handing out flyers. Look! You see that red arrow? That's pointing at me. That right there. That's me. Oh, I'm so blurry pretty. Blurry pretty. I'm pretty blurry. Hey. But that's not the only appearance I have on this episode. A few seconds later, well, here, watch this clip. Yes, that's my back. Yo, that's my back. So, I think it's safe to say that I am now a blurry TV star. Right? Right? Right. I wanted to share that with you guys because I saw it and I've been watching that one part of the episode over and over again because, hey, I'm a TV star. It's pretty impressive. No lines and you can't even tell it's me. I barely knew it was me, if not for the fact that, well, I did it. But hey, it's awesome, man. So check out 11/22/63 and yo, I'm famous. So I'm not going to give away whether or not he succeeds, but it's definitely something that you should check out if you have the chance. Till next time, I'm Jonathan. Give us legends.